Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. Last Thursday with the new event week, Rockstar released some new death matches that they made with the new Deathmatch creator, and in this video I want to give my thoughts on the modes and how I personally feel they could be improved on. So there are 6 new styles of death matches to play. We'll start off with the new Sumo Crush mode because I thought this one was going to be good because I like the sumo game modes a lot, both the remix and the original one. This one is a free-for-all with vehicles like the Phantom Wedge and the Cyclone to name a couple. And this mode would be fun, but there's just a few problems that kind of ruin it for me. My main gripe with it is that it's a one life last man standing mode instead of a deathmatch. And in the Phantom Wedge variant, it's very easy to die off of just one single crash. So if it was a deathmatch mode, it would be very fast paced and fun in my opinion. But since it's a one life mode, you are instead better off just driving around and avoiding everyone, so you cannot risk getting eliminated so fast. A deathmatch version of Sumo with unlimited lives where you constantly respawn and try to knock your opponents off the edge, it would have felt like Sumo, but a much faster paced version of it. But even so, the one life version could have worked, but the game mode itself also doesn't work properly. It is supposed to have a shrinking play area as time goes on in the match, but that feature doesn't seem to work at all actually. The play area does not get smaller, so when there's only 2 people left, they have the entire area to drive around and it just stalls out the gameplay. This is especially noticeable on the monster truck version. And if the shrinking play area feature did work, this probably wouldn't be an issue at all. I think it's also just an area in the creator that doesn't work in general, because my friend tried to make a battle royale style game mode with the shrinking play area, and that same thing happened where it just didn't shrink through the match, even though he had it set up to do so. The other problem with this mode though is that it's only 1 round and you can't add more rounds on top of it, even though that is a feature in the Deathmatch creator. So if a match only lasts a few minutes, once that's over, it's over entirely and you have to go set up another job to do it again. And as I said, this is a core feature in the new Deathmatch creator. You can add round numbers and stuff. And it's even a feature that some of the other deathmatches in this video that we're going to talk about have. But for some reason, it's not on the Sumo Crush mode, where Sumo, the original modes, also have rounds. It just doesn't really make much sense. So Sumo Crush, not the best mode. It would be somewhat decent if it worked as intended, but currently, it's just meh. The next one here is called Friendly Fire, and this is probably the most odd game mode I've ever played. It's basically a regular old TDM, except Friendly Fire is enabled, and you get 2 kills for killing a teammate and 1 kill for killing an enemy, which means it's more beneficial to just run at your teammates and either let them shoot you or you shoot them for higher score, which doesn't really make much sense to me, and I guess that's kind of the point of the game mode, to not make just any sense at all. To me, it feels like it's more of a way of just showing off some of the features of the new Deathmatch creator than actually designing a game mode that makes any sense at all. I guess if you are an auto-aim, it is more challenging to kill teammates because you can't auto-lock onto them, you have to free-aim them. Whereas the enemies on the other team, you can just auto-aim them. But if you did play this in free-aim, it wouldn't be any different either way. So just a strange mode overall. I can't really see myself playing this one all too often. Here, come here, come here, come here. That's it. That's farm. That's farm. No, don't make it. Don't make it difficult. Just do that. There we go. Oh, I got him first. Ah, bitch! I got him first. You can't kill my own teammate before you did. Quick, farm. There you go. Just farm the team. Farm the team. Moving on, this game mode is called Big Shot, and if you've ever played some of the older COD games, this is your one in the chamber style mode. There's actually an adversary mode called Every Bullet Counts that is kind of like this, but not quite the same. That one is with the marksman pistols, where you don't immediately get a new bullet after getting a kill, and it wasn't an automatic one-shot kill either, so it was kind of like a half-assed variant of this mode. Here you start off with 1 bullet, and no matter what, it's a one-shot. If you shoot someone in the toe, it's a kill. And every time you get a kill, you earn a bullet back. If you miss, then you have to melee or find another ammo pickup around the map. This mode is good. In auto-aim, it's a bit silly because it's very easy to just LT and RT instantly to kill someone, but compared to the ones we've gone over so far, I really do like this mode. The only thing I wish they would have done is make it live-based instead of TDM-based. This is one of those modes where you do want to be more tactical with your shots, so only having 3 lives and having the last man standing be the winner, like the actual gun game in COD, would have been nice in my opinion. But I guess they didn't want to make it a carbon copy of One in the Chamber from Call of Duty, even though that would have made the mode a bit better, I feel. This next one is called Deadhead, and it's probably the most simplistic mode out of the bunch here. It's a standard deathmatch, except headshots are worth 2 points, and body shots are just worth your standard 1 point. And if you're on console, the thing is, most of your kills are going to be headshots because of the auto-aim. You'll just aim and lift up to the head and shoot, so it's not really going to play any different from your normal TDM. And even without auto-aim, for most of the GTA Online PvP, you aim for the head. It's just how the mechanics work. Headshots deal a ton of damage, and that's how it's always been. So yeah, I don't really have anything necessarily negative to say about this mode. Being simple isn't exactly a bad thing. I think just like friendly fire, it's just a showcase of what you can do with the new creator options, having headshots worth more points than body shots. And even the maps I don't think are that bad for this game mode. The one in the gameplay here at the docks, this one was really fast paced and was really fun to play, and I got a nice comeback win. So not a bad deathmatch map overall. Oh, you stole my kill! Comeback season, boys. Comeback season. No! Stop taking my kills! No! Done. Game. Oh, man. GG's. Getting into the last two here, this is called Hot Swap. It's kind of like Gun Game from Call of Duty, but the loadout changes operate on a timer instead of getting kills. Every minute of gameplay, everyone switches to the next loadout, which isn't entirely a bad thing. I was just expecting the weapons to change a lot more often than they actually did. But I believe this is just a limitation of the creator because I try to make a gun game mode where the weapon changes after every kill, but you can only go up to a total of 10 modifiers, which means you can only change the guns 10 different times. So I can see where they couldn't implement something like that. Although what I think would have been better is having the gun change after every 5 or so kills. So then not everyone is on the same gun or the same loadout all the time. But then again, kill quota is already kind of like that, so it would be kind of a repeat mode. What's cool is that the loadouts you get here aren't just regular old weapons. You know, most of the time you're getting a Mark II weapon with special ammo and different attachments, which is a stark contrast to what most deathmatches are with just stock carbon rifles or assault rifles. Overall, I do like the mode, and it's far from the worst mode they've ever created. But coming up last, I really wanted to save the best one for last. This mode is really good. It's called Speed Kills, and it's an interesting dynamic between the two teams. One team moves very slow, but has a fast-firing minigun, and the other team moves very fast, but only has a sawed-off shotgun, so they have to get up close to the enemy to take them out. And it creates these really tense situations for each team. As the shotgunner, you can use your really fast movement to strafe between pieces of cover, trying to avoid minigun fire to eventually get close and blast them. And as the minigunner, you have to sit there and watch as the fast team gets closer and closer, putting the pressure on you to try to track the targets and hit your shots. I also don't think it's unbalanced either. I was able to win as both the minigun team and the speed demon team. And it's not only a good showcase of what you can do with the new creator, but it's just a fun mode and something that I will probably play more of because I genuinely thought it was a lot of fun. If I absolutely had to pick something to improve though, I would say that all the maps have the same weapons. It's always shotguns and miniguns. I wish they would have maybe experimented with some different loadouts for the different maps. But again, that's a very slight nitpick. Like I said, the mode overall is very good. It's very unique. Anyways, that is going to wrap up my review of the brand new Deathmatches. Let me know what you guys thought of them if you had the chance to play them in the comments down below. Do you agree with my critiques or do you feel different about them? If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.